Hello and welcome back. Today's video is going to be all about the Sephora bestsellers page and my thoughts on some of the products listed there that I've actually tried. I just wanted to let you guys know my thoughts, if I actually think the product is worth the hype, and let me know if you've tried some of these because I bet you guys have, because apparently these are their best-selling products. I've seen several people do this video. I saw that Andrea Mattiano recently did this for Ulta bestsellers as well, as on my to film list after this one at some point. And yeah, to find these products, you just go to Sephora and you click on makeup and then bestsellers, and there they are. So anyway, let's get into this video. Some of these products I don't own anymore, but some of them I do have currently. And the first one, the Fenty Gloss Bomb, is listed there. This was a recent purchase for me, although actually I got it as a birthday gift, so I didn't actually buy it. This is Diamond Milk, and this is essentially sheer. These shimmers don't show up a lot on the lips. This is $19, and this is so hyped up. So many people talk about this being the best lip gloss ever. And, you know, color-wise, obviously this is really not that unique, but the formula, I will say, is very nice. It is so smooth, it is not sticky at all, and it has a really nice scent and flavor. If you don't like that, then, you know, steer clear, but kind of fruity, and it's like those Bonnie Bell lip glosses. I talked about that in another video. Plus, this packaging is ultra luxurious. So personally, I really enjoy this, and I actually would probably get more colors. Next up is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This retails for $43, and this used to be my holy grail foundation for years and years and years. I've probably gone through 7 bottles, maybe even more, and it's a fantastic foundation. I haven't repurchased it in a couple of years, just because I've actually found some really good drugstore foundations. But for a long time, I had a really hard time finding a foundation that the color matched me well, lasted throughout the day, didn't break down, didn't look cakey, which to me, Double Wear did all of those things. But I don't think I would repurchase, just because the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage is very similar to that. The e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation is fantastic. That one doesn't have as good as lasting power, but it's still quite nice. Therefore, you know, now that there are a lot of good drugstore foundations on the market, I just don't feel the need to repurchase. Then we have a very hyped up product that's listed, and that is the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This costs $39. I had a deluxe size of this, and I did finish it up. And I gotta say, this is something I did not like at all. It was very cakey. It made my face look dry. It made my face look older. It was not flattering. I've heard a lot of people say, though, that this is better for oily skin. I have more combo skin. You know, my chin is oily and my forehead is dry. Therefore, if you have very oily skin, I think you probably would like this more. But again, this is one of those products where I feel like this was so popular years ago, but nowadays I feel like the drugstore game is so much better. There are such good products at the drugstore that it really takes a lot for a high-end item to really be worth it to me, and this I just didn't like. Alrighty, then we have the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. This is $25, and again, I did not like this. It did give a lot of volume and the lashes looked good, but it flaked under my eyes like crazy. That's not a good look, and I don't want to have to be like rubbing away flakes on my under eyes all day. Again, there are fantastic mascaras at the drugstore that I think are better than this. Interestingly, this one is mixed. I've heard some people say that it flaked on them, and others say that they loved it and that didn't happen. So, you know, I'm sure people's lashes are different, but for me, this did not work out at all. Next up is another Too Faced product, the Born This Way foundation. This is $39, and I really do like this one. I've gone through 2 bottles of this. I would like to repurchase it. It looks really nice on the skin. The only downfall to this foundation, in my opinion, is it's not that long lasting. It's not as long lasting as Estee Lauder Double Wear by any means, and it is a bit finicky. So you have to kind of use a good amount of primer, but not too much, a good amount of powder, but not too much. Otherwise it can get cakey. So this one, you kind of have to like play with it a little bit to get it to be better looking. But overall, I still really like it. It is a lot of coverage as well if you're into that. I like this one. I maybe would repurchase at some point, but again, I have really good foundations and I really don't need to at this point. All right, here's a product that I currently own. This is the Charlotte Tilbury powder. This is called Airbrush Flawless Finish. And I have the color 2 medium. And there's only 3 colors, which is really absurd. This is a product I mentioned in an overhyped products video because I think it's overhyped. It's just a face powder. It's a nice face powder. I'll give you that. It's nice. It's finely milled. It doesn't look cakey. It adds a little bit of coverage. It sets my foundation well. I like it, and I actually like it a lot. But do I like it $45 worth a lot? That's the part I'm unsure about. The packaging, of course, is luxurious. You're paying a lot for the packaging and the name, I think. You know, a high-end brand like Charlotte Tilbury, I mean, it's more even luxury than a lot of high-end. Therefore, you're paying for the name and the packaging quite a bit, not just the product, but it's a good product and it is a good powder. I mean, I think if you bought it, you would like it, but I don't know that it's worth the $45. And again, the shade range is abysmal. I haven't looked in a while if they've increased that, but when I bought mine, there were only 3 options, which is absurd. So, you know, pros and cons, it's good, but I don't know that it's worth the high price tag. All right, next up, another Charlotte Tilbury product. You've heard me talk about this one too. Her lipsticks are listed there as a bestseller. This is the color Bitch Perfect. It's a peach. It's pretty. It's really nice. I don't love this formula though. It's very drying and I cannot wear this unless I put a lip gloss on top. It is really uncomfortable and unflattering, but with a lip gloss, it actually is really nice. I like the color. But this is $34. Again, same story. You're paying for the luxurious packaging and the name of the brand. Again, I like this. I don't love it. I actually have other lipsticks I prefer. I actually like the ColourPop Luxe lipsticks better than I like this one. I definitely would not buy more of these, and I don't even know that I can recommend it, you know, unless it's something you really want to try it out for yourself, which is kind of sometimes what I do with these, you know, really hyped up products. Sometimes I just want to know for myself if it's good. And I would say this is okay. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite lipstick in the world. All right, another bestseller listed on the Sephora website are these Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliners. And I actually do really like these. Some people don't like these. I think it's just kind of person to person dependent. But this is my favorite one and probably the only one I would ever get again. This is Perversion, and this is their very dark black. They have another black that isn't as intense as this one, and I have had that one, and it's really only okay compared to this one. This is so intense, so creamy. I'm wearing this on the waterline, and this is the most intense black eyeliner I've ever found, which is what I want from a black eyeliner. I also have one in the color Alkaline, which is a dark burgundy. That one's also very nice, very creamy. I just don't feel the need for colored eyeliners anymore because I could feel like I can smudge any eyeshadow on my lower lash line and get the same effect. But I really like having a black in the waterline that's gonna really stand out and that you can see it and it's gonna last well throughout the day. And Perversion is it. This is fantastic, and these are $22. And the last product I'm gonna talk about that I've tried from the Sephora bestsellers are the Fenty Snap Shadows. And these are a pretty new release, but apparently a lot of people are buying them because they're listed as a bestseller. And I have 2 of this. I talked about this in my haul. I got these for my birthday, and these are $25 each. I have this one, which is called 4 Rose. Beautiful pink shades, really, really nice. Then this one is called 2 Cool Neutrals. And these are pretty cool toned, except there is a purple, which, you know, isn't necessarily a neutral, but it does go with the theme of the cool tones and taupey shades. I gotta say, these are really nice. These are really nice formula. I like them. $25 isn't too bad for 6 eyeshadows at Sephora. I'm really enjoying this mini palette trend that is going on. And yeah, it's a good formula. Now, I think it just depends on what eyeshadows you already have if you want to get something like that. I will say I like this pink one more just because I feel like these are more unique. These are pretty muted type colors I can find anywhere, But these pinks, which I mean, again, I do have dupes in my collection, but I just think these stand out more and they are really nice. The mattes blend very easily. The metallics are very metallic. The cool thing though about this one is it also has this gorgeous glittery shade. Let me give you a couple swatches of this one because I think out of the two I have, this is probably the one I would recommend more. If you like the color story, of course, you know, if you're not into pink eyeshadows, then this isn't it. But okay, so that glittery shade is right there. It swatches like crapola, I'm telling you, but on the eyes, it looks really cool on top of these other shades. It just adds a really nice sparkle. So I think that's kind of neat. It's not, you know, a pressed glitter per se. I think it's more of an eyeshadow with glitter in it, but the mattes, really easy to blend. Honestly, they don't swatch that great. They look better on the eyes. But yeah, I really like these. Now, my haul video where I talked about these, I've also recently purchased some other smaller palettes, some more affordable ones like ColourPop and the e.l.f. ones. And those are quite good. I'm going to do a ranking video on all of the new mini palettes I got, but I haven't fully tested them all out, but that will be coming. However, I would say if you really want to try these, I think you would like them. Are there better eyeshadows or just as good eyeshadows on the market for even less? Yeah, probably. But really cute idea to have really small, compact eyeshadows like this. I really don't like large palettes. They're bulky. They take up a lot of space. You're supposed to be able to snap these together and combine them and all that. I don't plan on doing that just because I don't feel the need to, but it's kind of a neat concept. Yeah, I would say these are really, really good. I don't know that they're must-have items. You know, they're not that much more amazing of a formula than other brands I've tried. But yeah, I think they're good, nice quality, but color-wise, I definitely prefer the pink one. Alrighty, that is it for this video. My thoughts on the Sephora bestsellers that I've tried. Like I said, I do want to do this video for Ulta as well. If you've tried any of these products, let us know. That is it, and thank you so much for watching.